Hello. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. Let's get everybody on the go. Facebook, YouTube, and soon we've got TikTok. That's it. So I'm just going to wait and say good evening. Hello, your stylish favorite politician on TikTok. If I'm not, I really don't care. I still love you. Goeienaand. Molweni. Molweni. Namaste. Salam. Goeienaand, good evening to everybody. Eileen Petersen, Rashida, wassalam. Yalmar, Andries van Zyl, goeienaand. Lynn, Janola, and then people coming here. Karel, Kivit, Meg, Os, Masa Kinders. Welcome, and to everybody on YouTube. Who's there? It's EJ Ingalls, shalom. Mari Miller, hello. Yvonne Smith, I hope that you are well. And what can I say? Anste Toy, Michelle just greeting people. Johan Strydom, Dolph, Beulah Foster, Mr. Smuck, welcome. Eugene Lockett, Nancy, and Layman's joined. Everybody getting on board. Veronica, hello. Carstel on YouTube. So I've got YouTube here, Facebook here, and TikTok. The dudes, the women, the lionesses, the lions. Welcome. Away, Layman's. Away. Horse, my bro. Welcome. And good to see you. Mr. Smuck, good evening. Good to have you here with me. And everybody else here, Teresa, we're just greeting everybody. Greeting. Send some stars on Facebook. Send some love on TikTok to your favorite politician tonight. Lot to talk about. Lot to be scanner, man. I'm going to tell you about the week that was. Mac Costel, hello Neil, Sylvia, Felicia, Veronica, Gladys. Very good to see all of you. It's a bit of a cold evening. Frederick, Pietru, James Stein, Sharon, Keith, just keeps going. Grantham, goeienaand. Grantham, is it Grantham? Grantham, how are you? Nancy, Faiki, Gerard Oorendal, goed om jou te sien. Chad, good to see you. Marina, well, man, just great. Fred Prinsloo, Way Everett is hierso. Gladys Brits, hey, Faiki, goed om jou te sien. Chad, Nazim Akbar, Nazima, salam. Chantal Harting, hello. Everybody, hello. My name is Neil de Beer. I am a politician that should have never been. I am Tassels. You must say, hello, Mr. Molweni, Molweni. Victor, who's it? Victor Burger. Good to see you. Scott, absolutely an honor. Stefan Klaasen. Ali Pat van Somerset. Ons is in die huis. Jano was looking forward to seeing you this weekend. I'm sorry, Griekse woordjie. Just couldn't make it. But we will get there. Goeienaand, oom Neil, Petrus Oosthuizen, Rita, Philip, Petrus. I'm going to stop greeting people now. People say to me, Chad, next vote. Right president in the house. Evening. Spikes, my bester. Spikes, good to see you. RM, hello van Meisenberg, goeie plek. Lyman, Bossa. That's it. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, gentle ladies, gentlemen, good to see you all. Paige, Cuthbert, good evening. Petrus, I'm going to stop greeting everybody. Otherwise, I'm just not going to get finished. And from me to you, love you. Welcome to my 1 hour, half an hour, depends on how long we go. Melinda, just depends. But I'm going to talk to you now about what we do. So if this is your first time, Daniel, goeienaand van Centurion. Yes. Branches in Limpopo, Jan, we'll get there. Prepare yourself on Facebook and TikTok that I might call you in. I might add you just to talk to me, ask me a question after the session. James Moore, goeienaand. Snoesha, Johnny, good to see you. And DVK, good evening. Good to see you. Ai, Fishuk. Stay there for a while. Goeie plek. So, the week that was. Here, you get it directly from the horse's mouth. You get the truth and nothing but the truth. Net die waarheid. Magnus Kemp, Niks anders dan die parel nie. Ons praat die waarheid. I deliver it. I tell you my story and I tell you exactly what I want. Ja, Pindile, saw you at Montana Colonnade, my man. You did. And I'll be back soon. Ne? Van Bloemfontein is in die huis. Vrystaat, Mangaung, ons is hier. Right, guys, listen to me. The news that was, the Russian ship, the Lady R, is just not going away. It's not disappearing. The story is still there. We are waiting. We are waiting because we've asked for the manifesto of what was either loaded on or loaded off that bloody ship. The Lady R, the Russian ship that was embargoed in the world, trumped up in Simonstown, and then they started to talk rubbish. Hulle het gemors gepraat. Snapped. Because then they had to cover. No, it was not. Firstly, worry, Hisiko, Fatima, the vice president in the house. I'd like to welcome Fatima Abdul, my VP, my sister, my everything. Good evening, my vice president. She's in the house. Good to see you. So the Lady R, let's talk about the Lady R. The Lady R turned out to be the Lady A to Z. Every number, everything going on there, but no one telling us what's going on. And to the point when, as normal, the African National Congress government tells us, and this is the words, jammer as ek nou vloek, jammer, maar dis die taal, I will repeat what the Minister of Defense of this country says to the media. Doesn't try to explain, doesn't try to talk, doesn't try to tell us what the truth is, because it's our Simonstown, it's our Navy, it's ours, we the people. Dis ons sinne. Dis nie haar nie. She serves as a minister because we put them there. I want you to remember this. Ek gaan dit mekaar sê. She serves the people. What she tells us, and this is her words, is that we've got Fokol. This is a minister. F all. I don't want to say the word. I've said it. That's it. I've quoted her. Dis die taalgebruik van 'n minister. Sy sê dit F all. Gaan nie woord sê nie. Julle weet wat dit is. Ek gaan dit nie weer herhaal nie. I don't need to. Dis vulgêr. Maar sy sê dat dit F all met ons te doen. Okay. En toe sê hulle dat daar was geen spesieus. There was nothing suspicious that was put on the ship or off the ship. And that they're not going to actually tell us the manifesto. They're not going to set it free. Hoor gaga? What are you hiding? What are you hiding? Do you agree with me, South Africa? What are you hiding? If nothing important was loaded on or off the ship, because definitely something went on, then when we as the country ask you to give us access to information, you declare it secret. Jou gat hoor. Your backside. Nommer 1, die vloekie op ons nie. En nommer 2, you need to be fired. But like everybody that currently sits in a position, when you do bad, in this government you get promoted. So to the Minister of Defense, you see, when they probably ask you, Minister of Defense, can you explain the theory of defense? Then what you probably tell them is, it's the thing around your garden. So I think that's what you will tell us when we ask you, Minister of Defense, explain the concept of defense. I think what you tell people is, it's the thing around your garden. Defense. That's about enough what you know. But we won't stop. We are not going to leave you. Kai, I'm not drunk. Are you drunk? How pause is? How pause about? No, I'm actually very clear in my head. I must ask you, are you drunk? Because it doesn't seem you understand. We will want our answer and we will get it. That's it. We will get our answer. Because if we demand an answer, even through the process of court, we'll get it. Then we go to eThekwini, Molweni eThekwini. And in the eThekwini municipality, councillors are asking, listen to this, for a private club to be funded by 16 million rand, nearly a day, 16 million rand a day, for a private investors club where the councillors can mingle with very future possible investors. Cigars, very, very expensive cognac, whiskey, obviously, and a very good brandy that they'll drink with Fanta. Fanta. Ooh, lo, lo, ooh, Fanta. They'll probably take the Glenfiddich 20 year and mix it with Pauletta. You see, that's what the 16 million will get them every single day. Jy's reg, Stefanie, Murto. But a disgrace that people of public office will ask you to do this. Then we now hear, and dis belangrik dat julle gou luister, hear me well, the South African police have now finally got permission to buy unabatedly, om te koop, to buy grabbers and mass surveillance equipment. Did you hear that? Toxa! Hey! Legend! Ladies and gentlemen, Tox van der Linde in the house. Tox, daar's die legend. Daar's die legend. What an absolute privilege to see Tox van der Linde on our TikTok. And yeah, Tox, what a great man. And man van God. 'n Man van God en waarde. Tox, baie dankie. Jy's die legend and we respect you so much for whom you are. What a great, great moment to have Tox here with us. Tox, love jou. Gaan aan soos jy aangaan en nog altyd het. Ons is baie lief vir jou. Kom langpad saam, chomma. Italië, Bologna, Frankryk uit. Ja, good memories en ek hoop om jou eendag vas te druk met 'n koppie koffie. Hoor, Tox van der Linde. Now let's go back. The South African government has just got the permission through the police. Now, what is a grabber? Let me explain. What's a grabber? A grabber is a piece of equipment which a person uses to take your cell phone information and to intercept it. They intercept it. They use it. It's called a grabber. And for years now, Parliament and certain people have tried to stop it so that they don't get this equipment that will make us even more oppressed in our privacy. Well, today in the news, the police have been given permission to buy mass surveillance equipment and also grabbers. And that's what they're going to do. The war on people's freedom is not stopping. Die oorlog op ons vryheid is op pad. En dis die enigste rede hoekom die veiligheidsdienste sulke metodes wil gebruik om sulke masjinerie in te bring, soos 'n grabber en afluisterapparaat. Die apparate wat tegnies al jou goed kan lees en al jou goed kan intercept. So Netwerk 24 vandag verklaar dat die polisie het nou toestemming om dit te doen. The police have got permission to do that. just another step closer to shut us up. But we're not going to keep quiet. Not for the freedom of this country. And then lastly, what a absolutely filthy, dirty, draconian, racist attempt from this government to try and bring in legislation that will make us, at the end of the day, again go back to the equity bill, the employment equity bill, and that will cut today, as what a expert said in Media 24, the possible loss of 600,000 jobs. Het jy dit gekry? Het jy my gekry? 600,000 werk opportunities. We will probably lose 600,000 jobs. And here's the thing. 405,000 white jobs, 117,000 Indian jobs, and 72,000 colored jobs. Het jy dit gekry? White, Indian, colored jobs to the value of 600,000 today in Media 24 exposed with a new racist employment equity draft bill. And it says in this format by this expert that more than 600,000 jobs will be shed. Now listen, on the back of a country that already has none, where half of the youth, those people sitting here on TikTok, the guys that are saying EFF and ANC, vergeet jou moer, man. Exactly. Did you hear me? Because what you are doing is go on with what you are doing. Shed the jobs, shed it, clear the people, but we are not going to just stand back and let it go. We are not going to make it happen. So to the colored Indian and white population of this country, this is an alarm bell. Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see what's coming? Another 500,000 jobs gone. Not because of no jobs, not because jobs are not available, but because they are trying to do reverse racism now. That's it. This law that's being debated, hierdie wet waaroor hulle praat, gaan kleerling, Indiër en blanke werke uitvat. Now, if you notice that we're a party of all race, all religion, we are also concerned of the unemployment about our Black African brothers. Because plain and simple, if the economy falls, at the rate it's falling now, at nearly 19 Rand a dollar, for that can't count, the highest dollar to Rand figure in decades, with load shedding killing our economy, farmers not getting the help from this government to make food, and the perspective of a grey-listed country picking sides against the biggest economy in the world. You don't have to worry about it. Now, I'm not, just quickly, waar's my broer hierso? Hey, beyond 22. Definitely not looking for votes in the colored area. We have them already. Haven't you counted the last local government elections? So whoever you are, I think you need to go back to primary school beyond 22. That's it. Gaan jy? Nice thing about social media, just block you. Block you. Like I said, block you. So shocking news to us. Country slowly but surely every day shedding, not only load shedding, but job shedding. We will need to turn this around. we will turn this around. I believe we can. That's it. We can. We can stand together. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our weekly ice cream for Idiot of the Week. Are you ready? The absolute UIM Idiot Award for the week. Here we go. That's correct. Fikile Akdun F.O. Mbulula. Fikile Mr. Fix Nothing Mbulula. The idiot ice cream goes to you. And why? Let me tell you why. Mr. Fikile Mbulula, Secretary General of the ANC, the current ANC, goes on an international television program called BBC Hot Talk. Hy gaan op daai TV-program. And he says on a question from the person that's doing the interview, he says to the guy, Mr. Mbulula, will you agree that South Africa is a failed state? A failed state. He says that to Fikile. And Fikile Mbulula says, you know, that discussion is probably had by a few very, very high and mighty brains and people in the country. He says that. And then Fikile says, there's no way that South Africa is a failed state or that we will go down that road. Hey, Fikile. Mamela buti Fikile, ukomret ukabane. Ukabane Fikile. Mamela tat. It's a failed state already. It has failed. It's not going to fail. Use past tense. It failed. South Africa is a failed state. South Africa is a failed state because it can't keep the lights on over 3 decades. South Africa is a failed state because the Zondo Commission cost us 1.2 billion rand, 3 years, and zero top-level arrests. South Africa is a failed state because we don't have a police service anymore. We don't have an interactive defense force. And if Mozambique attacks tomorrow with a canoe, we don't have a navy that can counterattack. That navy is gone. Our airplanes are grounded and we but have a few aircraft. We will have to probably defend the Republic of South Africa with a ketty. Then what we've got in a failed state is that we've got a President Upala hiding money in his matters. We have a country that was classed on the grey list. We have an economy that currently has faltered and has gone down by 28%. We have more than 40% joblessness in the country. We have more than 15 million foreigners living in this country, and most of them illegal. We have borders where we have no control and no cover. We have got ministers that are in... You want more? You want more because I've got more. Wil julle nog hê? And you tell me, according to all of this, that we don't have a failed state. We have got Eskom collapsing, Denel gone. We have an SAA that we sold for $50. We have got a depleting road infrastructure, harbors that don't work, and we have currently more people on diesel than we've got them on normal generated coal power. Again, Mochman, how much more do you want? And then we've got Telkom collapsing because it can't compete in the market. And finally, here it goes, the South African Post Office, bankrupt. The Post Office, die poskantoor, moord toe. Is there anything else? So those people that sit here and want to talk to me that we're not a failed state and you must vote for the EFF, and you must go and sit there and tell us that we need to re-vote in this government, as jy absolute mal. No, but you're on cuckoo land. No, seriously. It's not about politics. So the Ice Cream Award, are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a drum roll? The ice cream of the UIM Award this day goes to Mr. Fikile I Fix FL Mbulula. Hier kom hy. 3, 2, 1. Daar sê hy. Plant hom net daar. Dis vir jou, Fikile. Dis vir jou. And then to change the mood right around, our Hand on Heart Award. That's right, our Hand on Heart Award. The Hand on Heart Award goes to a person or an organization that does unbelievable work of a hero, work of people, South Africans that make things work. Now, last week, you will remember, our Hand on Heart went to a man called Burre Burger, who every day backs our farmers through drought, through everything. Burre stand tall. So this Wednesday's Hand on Heart Award, ladies and gentlemen, that's right, Charles, Hand on Heart, Charles Bester, my man, goes to a gentleman and an organization that I tip my hat, put my hand on heart, and your name is Mr. and Dr. Imtiaz Sooliman. That's right. Dr. Imtiaz Sooliman is the CEO and chairman of an organization called Gift of the Givers. And this is an unbelievable organization. An organization that, irrespective of race, of color, of religion, steps in and helps people across the world. So tonight, I give the Hand on Heart Award to Dr. Imtiaz Sooliman and Gift of the Givers. May God bless you. May you be absolutely blessed in all that you do, inshallah. And may you have many, many more years of gifting and giving to those that are in need. So tonight, the UIM Hand on Heart, Gift of the Givers. Give it to them. Klapainki. Yes, welcome. They are, and these people are, a sign that South Africans are truly well, that there is a light in the back of that tunnel. And that's important to me. It's belangrik vir my, man. By the way, while you're at it, while you're here, please share, please like what you are seeing, boosting our current people. Share on me honor. Let people know that every Wednesday at 8 o'clock, no matter what happens, we try to be here to give you straight talk with Neil. Right. 3 subjects I want to talk about tonight. 3 subjects. I was always told an idiot identifies a problem and an intellectual finds a solution. Met ander woorde, mense wat nie wil dink nie, sien probleme, en mense wat 'n bietjie krag en energie gebruik, kom met 'n oplossing. South Africa, we must become a country with solutions, not problems. And there are many solutions to the problems that we have. One of them, plain and simply, is that if this country continues to steal and loot in the way it does, the country's treasury won't hold it any longer. We will steal so much and loot and squander so much money that our annual budget will not be covered by us. South Africa, listen to what I'm saying. This country has got enough wealth it has got enough power in its people to rise up, yes, to rise up and to make a change to everybody in this country. It's a fact. We have got enough resources, enough land, and enough people in this country that if we stand together, we can be such a great power in the world. So here's our problem. Our problem is that our country has been dominated by two parties, the National Party and the ANC, on both sides of democracy and freedom and before. We can't do that anymore. We cannot allow politicians that have been in power for 30 years to continue running this country and tell us, the people, what to do. And my fight is to find solutions to problems. If you've got a problem with crime in your community, then the community must get up and not wait for the police. It's the community that stays in the areas where there is currently crime. And I'm sorry, we have to get up. Not take the law in our own hand, but to go with the police, to go with the people and go to these people and tell them, you're the snakes in our society. Community. One group of people. And that's important. And the people that help us are the people that have seen the light, that believe in their God, that rises in the love of their communities and finds solutions to problems. Look what we've done in load shedding. Load shedding has forced us to find solutions. To get batteries, to get inverters, to get gas, to get a Weber, to get a Braai. We've made a plan. Yeah, we've pitched and moaned. And at the end of the day, we've got up and we've fought the battle to even overcome this. Suid-Afrika, ons het hard beklei. Onthou net, ons is 'n land van oplossing. En ek sê nou vir jou, dit maak nie saak oor die verlede nie. Apartheid is daar. Hy's verby, hy's geberre. Ja, en party mense se kop is dit nog daar. Ons gaan miskien nog 'n generasie moet aangaan. Maar die meerderheid van die mense in hierdie land, a big DS, do you support? No, we don't. No. We believe in freedom of choice, constitution, but we don't believe that in schools, at this current moment, there can be any place for people to create the scenario of a woke ideology of people saying that you are X, but you identify as X. Not at the school. There's no way that the UIM will support any initiative where you are trying to build, and I understand it, but to build and to phase in the woke ideology at our schools. There's already too much problems at our schools with getting the people disciplined and getting the people educated. And now you still want to go and put their woke ideology of creating transgender toilets in the middle of schools. Sorry. Where we currently can't even discipline and fight bullies. Until that's not done, no. In my opinion, if you want to talk about the woke ideology, or you're talking about people, in my opinion, that have bloody become too liberal. Liberal thinking is a good thing out of the box, but liberal thinking, when you push human rights to the boundary where human rights now are in the favor of one, discarding another human right. I'm sorry. You cannot allow that. This is not what a society requires. I'll tell you what. Why don't we fight the principles of law, constitution, corruption, crime, and bring God back to schools? Bring God back to the basis of the fundamental principles of politics and parliament. Am I the only person that says that, yes, This political party is a neoconservative minded party in the sense, in the conservative thinking, we would like to bring back values. Now, you can class conservatisme, kan jy nou sê, maar dit is conservatives is die mense wat op ras klassifiseer. Nee, nie in ons party nie. Ons konservatiewe ideologie, ons gebed, ons woord, ons spraakbeurt as 'n nuwe konservatief is om te sê dat ons kan uit die boks uit dink, maar wat van maniere? Wat van respek? Wat van dissipline? Wat van waardes? Wat van orde? En dit is wat ons wil hê. You go talk to every single South African parent and ask them about the times when they lived in the past. And they will tell you that they wish they had their time again, where they had respect, where they had norms, where they had morals, where they had values and decency. This is where we need to go back to. Zero tolerance on crime. Zero. You've got to go back to the place where if you stood in public and you urinated against a tree, a bush in public in a city or in an area where there is law and order, where that is absolutely unacceptable. You've got to bring law and order back. And if that means that we've got to go to zero tolerance, change the policing system, change the policing attitude, and chasing the people away that cannot respect the citizen and enforce law and order, we're not going to get it right. Ek is jammer. Sal dit nie reg kry. And that's what the UIM wants. But the UIM wants what the majority of South Africans want. Law and order. So at the end of this chat, I'm telling you something that is brand new in our slogan for next year's election. We are going to unveil it on my next tour to Gauteng. So I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I'm going to tell you it is based on two main things. And those two main things, we are going to take that to the people of this country. Now, the Employment Equity Bill is a return to the past, where draconian laws are put onto us. Ons is besig om terug te gaan na 'n absolute basissysteem van rasisme in die land. Now, people can tell me what I want. It's my right to tell you this. Someone must speak on behalf of the minorities in this country. And if you say that I want the colored vote or the Indian vote or the white vote, no. I just want you to be able to know that there's a man called Neil de Beer. There's a vice president called Fatima Abdul. There is a UIM system that will fight for you. And Lawrence, very clearly, we need to start by taking DEE and absolutely closing it. Shut it. Maak hom toe. There's no more place for Black economic empowerment in this country because it is 30 years in a system and in skilled businesses. It's not empowered the majority of the Black population. Kom ons sê dit reguit vir mekaar. Die swartes is nie ge-empower nie. They actually screwed their own people. They absolutely let their own people down because instead of empowering the majority of the Black mass, it empowered a few. That's right. Aware. Simple. We need awareness. Did you hear that? We don't need awareness. We need to follow what a group in Cape Town told me last week. We need awareness, Katu. Awareness. We need to have awareness of what we are. And by taking a certain population, no doubt, a certain population was kept back in economic society, and we tried to fix it by introducing Black economic empowerment. And then when that failed, we put another B and another E, and we called it BBEEE. And just when you used to BBEEE, you put another BEE, broad-based Black economic empowerment. What are you going to do next? Add another B, bigger, broad-based Black. It can't go on like that, South Africa. It's ridiculous. So the UIM will replace BEE with NEE. You got it? We are replacing Black economic empowerment with national economic empowerment. That's what we're going to do. We are demanding national economic empowerment so that the future generations of Black and colored and Indian and white, and I hate that we still even speak about that we get an opportunity to give our children a chance in this country. So dis reg, we don 80, nee, vir B. That's it. Ons is gatvol. And it cannot be constitutional. Because in this country, every one of you and me and you, we are all equal. We are all equal under the law. And that's what it's about. South Africa, I want to finally, before we get some interaction, I want to tell you, drop assassin. It would be drop assassin. Drop assassin, your question about the death sentence. For a death sentence to work, you must have an unbiased and very stable justice system, a judiciary that actually will be unbiased. Now, just a quick question. Assassin, if we hand over the right of the death penalty to this government that's in power, I'm sorry, I will probably be one of the first people to be sentenced to death for one or other rubbish reason. So no, at this current moment as we stand, no death penalty. But make no mistake, if this country is turned and we get stability to this nation, oh, absolutely, we will need to consider it. But you know what I would do? I would actually, as a president, do something which the people today in this country don't want to do. Weet jy wat wil hulle nie doen nie? They're not interested in your opinion. So Leon, listen to me. Why don't we put a referendum in the country and ask the people, what do they think? Death penalty, yes, or death penalty, no? And plain and simply, let the people decide. Because if this is a true democracy, as dit 'n ware democracy is, then you, the people, you have the right. You have the right of say. And then we'll see. And then we'll see how we bring justice back to this country. There's a new scenario about the hate speech bill, die Haatspraakwet. This is a law to silence us. This is a law that they want to put back and create opportunities where they say, no, we want to stop hate speech, but in actual fact, it is to keep us quiet. This is what I'm telling you. And they're not going to do this to us. I'm telling you right now, the UIM, like we are fighting the battles against this current government about the absolute wastage of money at Eskom, and that thing has gone on and on and on. And I think we will probably end that court. alweer. Because that's the only way that we can defend our country, is to take them to court. But I want to quickly tell you, very, very clearly, we have come to a point in this country where our freedom is under attack, where our liberal views of having a free country with a constitution that protects our rights, it's under attack. And we've got to remind ourselves that we need help. Yes, we are the most underfunded party because people don't want to fund us. They don't want to give us money because we tell the truth. The people will rather prefer the lie. Not everybody, you that are here, you rather hear because you want to hear the truth. Die waarheid. En die waarheid moet seëvier. I hope that every one of you will support us, will stand with us, because that's all that we've got. Now, I'm going to take a couple of questions. So if there's anybody of you, please, not a statement, I'm trying to keep it short, but is there anybody that would like to come on Facebook or TikTok, just say hello, or say something in a question that you really want to ask? So is there anybody that wants to, I think in TikTok you call it, is there anybody that wants to climb in the box with your favorite politician, your man, just to quickly ask me any question that you want. To the people here on, while we get 2 people ready, just to the people here on YouTube, Sergio, P must go, Ursula, yeah, Bull, Jaguar, and equal under the law. And sometimes people are more equal than others. Philip, Jaguar 100%. The employment equity bill is the same as taking Peter to pay Paul. Tell me. So quickly, I'm going to bring in our Facebook, and then I'm coming to you, TikTok. Let's go for Ahmed. Ahmed, if you're there, Ahmed Jalalpur, I'm bringing you in. So don't get a fright now. But I'm adding Ahmed. You're all going to hear him. I like taking questions and listening to them. Just quickly while I'm waiting for Ahmed. Julius Malema. Yeah, I'm going to address his statement. Ahmed, salam. Well, just quickly, I'm going to try and get you on here. Can you hear me well?
Hear you well?
Fantastic. Go ahead, Ahmed. Welcome to Straight Talk with Neil.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And all that I want to say is I wish you well. Please keep growing. Continue with what you are doing.
Thank you so much. Shukran, Ahmed. Shukran. Thank you.
Thank you.
And may the blessings of the Almighty be with you and your family. And maybe one day we meet and we could have that handshake.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm from Pretoria.
Fantastic. And I'm coming up there, so you'll be on my list. And I look forward to meeting you, inshallah.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ahmed. Thank you for your support. Thanks, my brother. Wow.
Thank you.
What a great message from Ahmed. Inspirational that we've got people like that. You can see he's a community man, in my opinion. You can see that he's a strong man. So Ahmed, shukran for your thing. Now I'm going over to TikTok, and who do we have here? Yaku Simpson. Can I invite Yaku? Do you mind? Yaku is daar. Yaku Simpson on TikTok, my favorite platform. Yaku, hoe gaan dit?
Goeienaand Neil, dankie dat jy my aanvaar het. Gaan dit goed?
Gaan goed, en beter nou dat ek met jou kan praat, Yaku. Dankie.
Nee, is altyd lekker. Ek luister altyd by die gesprekke, dit blyf my interessant en ek sien sommer die UIM en ons gaan 'n groot verskil maak in Suid-Afrika.
Absoluut.
Ek het eintlik net 'n vraag wat ek baie interessant dat ek dit wil weet en ek sien iemand het vir my gesê dat dit 'n kwessie is wat jy al aangeraak het van tevore, maar ek het dit nou gemis.
Vra.
Hoe voel jy of wat is jou siening en is jy in ondersteuning van die LGBTQ gemeenskap van Suid-Afrika?
Jaco, plain en simpel. Een van die waardes en die normes van ons konstitusie in die UIM en in die land, is dat ons absoluut alle termes en normes wat in hierdie konstitusie die vryheid en die reg gee vir beskerming en vir die assosiasie van enige groep, jou ras, jou seksuele oriëntasie en jou geloof. Ons kan nie diskrimineer nie, want die konstitusie van hierdie land is onder daai bespreking en ook geregtig en beskerm. So plain en simpel van ons kant af. Dit bly ons punt dat die konstitusie van hierdie land en alle wette soos geskryf in ons konstitusie. En ons kan 'n groot debat nou vat. Maar ons het dit baie duidelik gemaak in ons policies en ons normes dat ons die wette onderskrap van hierdie republiek en Jaco, soos jy weet, daai beginsel waarvan jy nou praat oor die ondersteuning staan in ons konstitusie. Dis die reg om beskerming van vryheid. Maar wat ons moet verstaan, en ek dink jy sal, en soos enige ander, daar moet respek wees, daar moet verstandhouding wees, en geregtigheid dat ander mense kan leef in die vrede van die Here. Dit is my opinie.
Nee, absoluut. Mense moet mekaar respekteer ongeag van wat soos jy sê, seksuele oriëntasie en ras, dit maak nie saak nie, of jy ryk of arm is, almal moet onder dieselfde kan geskeer word en respek. Kyk, want ek het nou laat ingekom vandag en toe vra ek toevallig in die chat, toe sê iemand nou iets a load of bull. Toe dink ek, is dit nou wat jy bespreek het, of dis wat ek toe nou net self by jou wil hoor?
Nee. The load of bull is definitief gerig op ons great vriend Fikile Idioot Umbulula.
Nee, is reg, baie dankie.
Dis hier Jaco en hou aan fight en wees wie julle is. Jy weet, ons skepper het ons gemaak. En ons skepper op die einde van die dag.
Dis wie ons is, en soos ek sê, mense sal dit nooit verstaan nie, maar soos ek sê, is nie 'n keuse nie, al dink mense dit is.
Nee.
En dis nie altyd wat mense wil wees nie, maar tog jy is jouself, en dis maar so.
Ons is almal mens. Almal onder een God.
So, baie dankie.
Dis hier Jaco, lekker aan vir jou en seënwense. Dankie dat jy opgekom het. Bye-bye.
Dankie, waardeer.
Bye-bye.
Goed gaan. Sien by die volgende verkiesing.
Absoluut, ons is daar. Cheers, Jaco.
Bye.
So that's Jaco just wanting to understand that the laws that we have in this country protects the individuals and the people of this republic, and that we'll keep on fighting for that. But what we are clear, wat ons baie reg het, is dat almal gerespekteer moet word en elkeen se keuse op sy eie. Dit is waarvoor dit staan. Right, is daar nog iemand hierso? Let's go back, Lee. Yeah, I love it. People are coming on board. Let me quickly just, getting the technology right. So there's someone here, Gerry Fouchier. Gerry gaan vir jou vra, so moenie nou skrikkie. Gerry on Facebook, and then we'll come to someone on TikTok. Gerry, is jy daar? Hello, everybody. Great interaction. You must plain and simply be able to answer the people. There is no other political leader in this country that does this interactive. No one. I can tell you that right now. And that's a good thing, because we've got to hear the people. Vir die mense luister. Gerry, is jy daar? Ek sien net die bokant van jou kop. Daar's hy. Hoe gaan dit met jou?
Hallo Neil. Nee, goed, dankie man.
Baie, ek sien jy vat asem.
Sê ek moet anders gaan ek nie oorlewe nie.
My pa sou saam met jou stem. Yes.
Neil, ek wil net regtig jou sê baie dankie. Ek kom gereeld in en ek luister gereeld na jou gesprekke, en die eerste ding is dat dit op 'n goddelike basis gedoen word. En ek kyk jou body language en ek kyk jou gesigtrekke en ek sien wat jy sê en hoe opreg jy dit goed sê.
Dankie.
En ek wou eintlik al op Facebook probeer het om jou persoonlik te kontak, maar ek is bly ek kry nou die geleentheid. Ek het my nommer gepost en ek kan hom vir jou gee.
DM vir my.
Regtig, ek wil met jou
asseblief
betrokke raak.
Waar bly jy, Gerry?
Tabazimbi.
Great. So doen my 'n guns op Facebook, DM vir my en sê dis geen gee jou nommer en môre middag beloof ek gaan jou bel. Ek sal jou persoonlik bel.
Dit sal
Dan praat
goed
ons.
wees, want ek kry net hierdie goeie gevoel
Dankie.
oor hoe jy die goed doen en waartoe jy op pad is.
Baie dankie.
En ek dink dis alles opreg. Ek kan dit sien, ek kan dit.
Dit is opreg.
Ek wil sê baie dankie.
Dit is opreg. I don't do this for the fun. I do it for you. Staan vas.
Ek is so
Lief vir julle.
dankbaar daarvoor hoor.
Dankie my broer. Stuur my daai nommer.
Okay, ek stuur vir jou en dan praat
As ek nou Tabazimpie toe kom, dan moet jy net Olofberg reg hê, né, Olie.
Dis hy. Ek maak ons weer.
Cheers my broer. Here se seën. Bye bye.
Dankie Neil. Dankie Neil. Geseënde aand vir julle.
Waardeer jou. Bye bye. Hey, people. Just great to hear from great people. Here we go. TikTok. Are we ready? There's a Pastor Gideon Niemand. I want to interact. Pastor, are you there? I'm loading you. Don't get a surprise. Pastor,
Hallo, hoe gaan dit met jou?
ek is geseënd.
Amen.
Ek het wakker geword met God se genade.
Amen, ons bid baie vir jou.
Baie dankie.
Ja,
Baie dankie.
As jy goed was om vra, kyk, eerstens is ons ouens wat in die weermag en die defensie was. Ons suffer maar hoor.
Baie.
Ja, daar moet eintlik maar verkoeling wees vir ons manne. So ons
Ja.
weet jy dit al genoem in 'n vorige chat.
En
En,
baie mense sal weet waarvan ons praat.
Ja, dit was maar rof.
Dit was.
En die tweede ene,
En dankie vir jou
ons
diens.
kerk, kyk,
Dankie vir jou diens.
ja, dankie man. Ja, en ons kerk, ons kry swaar met hierdie haatsprake goed, want ons het
Ja.
al 'n paar keer wat ek al aangegee is by RPC, BA en al die goeters. Goed wat ons sê wat uit die woord uit is.
Jy moet nooit ophou nie. Jy moet nooit ophou nie.
Ja, ons gaan-
Pastoor, hou aan. Basyn dit oor die hele wêreld en jy weet jy het iemand reg agter jou.
Amen, amen.
Amen. En waar kom jy vandaan, pastoor?
Ons hier by Pretoria.
So as ek weer daarbo is, kan ons asseblief by mekaar kom as 'n gemeente, as 'n groep
Ja, asseblief.
en ek sal graag vir jou laat weet sodat ek jou ook kan ontmoet en lekker koffie drink. En dankie vir wie jy
Ja,
is.
nee, asseblief. Ja, ek sal my nommer vir jou stuur.
Asseblief. Stuur dit vir my, DM vir my. Asseblief.
Ek sê vir jou die
Kry.
definitief nie, want ons kan 'n bietjie
Asseblief.
soos jy het ons gebed agter jou.
Dankie. Baie dankie.
En nou aan wat jy doen, ons is daar saam met jou, ons draai jou
Wow.
goed aan deur elke dag.
Baie
En ons
dankie.
waardeer jou en seën jou. Dankie vir
Seën
wat jy doen.
En hou aan, pastoor. Lief vir jou.
Amen.
Cheers.
Blessing lief vir jou.
Dankie.
Waardeer,
Bye-bye.
né?
Dankie.
Dankie. Okay, bye.
How do you not fight for a country when you've got people like this? You know what I mean? You just fight. Soos goeie mense. Right, I'm going to ask someone, Creative Society South. Am I right? So Creative Society South, if it's you, I'm asking you, vra jy om op te kom, ek weet nie. Ons moet praat met die mense. Kan jy my hoor?
Ja, hoor.
Yes, meneer.
Dis actually die eerste keer dat ek al van jou hoor is random dat ek nou hier opgekom
Wow.
afgekom het.
Correct.
Maar so stel dat ek agterkom die waardes waarvoor jy staan en
Yes.
waarvoor jy staan.
Yes.
Is eintlik baie dieselfde as die kreatiewe samelewing of die kreatiewe gemeenskap of die creative society. Dit is eintlik 'n internasionale groep van vrywilligers van reg oor die wêreld. Ons is oor 180 lande al. Ons het
Wow.
nou laas maand 'n volgende forum, ons nuutste forum gehad wat in 150 tale oorvertaal was.
Wow.
Dit was 'n 12 ure lang forum wat basies op dieselfde prinsipe is wat julle nou verstaan. En behalwe dit is internasionaal om die wêreld te verander, om mense se lewens eerste te sit en staan vir vryheid en om mense se lewens regtig beter te maak. So ek vra ook asseblief gaan kyk 'n bietjie. Ek is eintlik deel van dit om dit oor te vertaal in Afrikaans. Ons het 'n YouTube channel ook daarvan in Afrikaans. Daar's verskriklik baie inligting. Ek gaan definitief 'n bietjie meer
Kan jy vir my 'n guns
kyk
doen?
na julle ook.
Sal jy my e-posadres afvat? My persoonlike e-posadres. Dis Neil, N-E-I-L, Neil.
Kyk net gou hierso.
Gryp 'n pen.
Kry, ja.
N-E-I-L vir Neil.
Ja.
En dis Neil @ uimsa.org. So stuur vir my 'n e-pos, Neil @ uimsa.org, en vertel my 'n bietjie meer van julle organisasie en dan kan ek en jy 'n bietjie interaksie hê.
Ek sal dit waardeer, ja.
Great.
Ja, soos ek sê, dit is
En welkom.
Baie dankie.
En die Here seën jou.
Dit is goed. Soos ek sê, dit is waar ek verstaan wat julle nou al gepraat het. Dit is presies dieselfde as die kreatiewe samelewing.
Great.
Ons is ook al, soos ek sê, ons is letterlik al miljoene mense reg oor die wêreld.
Yes.
En die volgende stap basies is ook om politieke mense in elke land betrokke te kry.
Wel, hier's ene en jy het my support en stuur vir my jou goed, asseblief.
Ek sal so
Kom my broer, Here seën en dankie dat jy opgekom het. Waardeer. Cheers my maat.
Weer 'n bietjie join ook. Cheers weer.
Cheers. Bye.
Amen.
Do you see the interesting people that come on board? I'm going to take 2 more each and then we've got to go. Wendy. I'm going to get Wendy from the UK. I think Wendy's in the UK. One of our rocks, one of our solid supporters. Wendy, are you there? Wendy?
Hi, Neil.
Are you well?
I am. Thank you very much.
And where are you in the UK?
In Essex.
Essex. Great. Wendy, what's your question?
We're moving to Suffolk. We're getting out of Essex.
Great.
Neil, I've got a question for you.
Sure.
I would like to know, what are you going to do if you become president to sort out government hospitals, the absolutely abysmal nursing and doctors? So I'll tell you why I'm asking you the question. My dad was admitted into a hospital some years back for a hip replacement, which went perfectly. And while he was there, they fixed up a hernia, they did a hernia op on him. And then the very, very bad nursing came into play, and the nurses were working with some patients who had a superbug called C. diff. And they then worked with this patient, didn't wash their hands, went to my father, who was really weak in his late 70s, nearly 80, touched my dad. My dad got C. diff. And for 2 months, my father was on death's doorstep, in and out of hospital. They kept sending him home and saying, oh, it's a reaction to the medicine. And we kept saying, no, it's not. This was the Helen Joseph Hospital. And eventually I lost my cool just before Christmas, and I went in and I said to the doctor when they took him into emergency A&E, and I said, if you touch my father, you're going to put me in jail because I'm going to kill you because you're killing my dad. And I went and I found a really young little Jewish intern doctor who was there, and I said, please help me, I need help. And she came through and she took one look at my dad and she said, this man's got C. diff. How is it possible that nobody's diagnosed him? And then today, a friend of mine who was a senior cop in the Randburg Traffic Department, he was hit on purpose many years ago by a taxi. And he was pretty seriously injured. And when he was medically boarded, the Randburg Traffic Department really did him a number on him, and they refused to pay for his medical aid, even though he was medically boarded. So he was left to go to government hospitals. He has been going to hospital. He was going to hospital on and off for the last nearly a year, saying to them, I'm really ill. He'd lost something like 50 odd kilos. He was just a little stick. He was so ill. And they kept saying, oh, you've got to have a gastro thing done. This was down in Nelson Mandela Day. You've got to have a scope done, come back in 3 months' time and book it. They booked a date to come back, and then they'd send him on his way, and he'd come back in 3 months on that day, and they'd say, oh, we can't do it today, we've got too many patients. And this has been going on for a year. He died this morning.
Yeah.
So I'd like to know, what are you going to do to sort out the absolutely abysmal state of affairs at the government hospitals and the shocking standard of nursing? My father was in a isolation ward. He had the C. diff. They eventually, this young doctor put him into an isolation ward. My daughter and I had to go into that isolation ward at Helen Joseph Hospital. There was human feces on the bed, on the walls, on the floor, on the mattress. It was disgusting. We cleaned it, we sterilized it, we took our own sheets and bedding in because they were giving him dirty bedding. This can't go on, Neil. It can't.
You know, Wendy, every day I get about 8 messages from you about our country while I'm in this country.
I know.
And what
I live there, but my family's still there, some of them.
And what I see, which is a healthy, refreshing thing for me, is you always give me the bird's eye view outside the country on our country. Because that's important to me to understand what the world sees in our country.
Exactly.
And one of the things that I am going to do in my first 100 days of presidency is I'm going to appoint doctors to run medical facilities. And I'm going to incentivize these doctors to ensure that there is an absolute clarity that if you are a nurse, which we have got a major lack, because people were starting to take nursing not as a cause and not as a calling, but as an interim step over to something. Now, when you're a doctor, a teacher, and a nurse, this is not a job. This is a calling. This is the ultimate service to the people. And I'm sorry, we cannot allow people to go into nursing, into teaching, and into being the law enforcement if they are not dedicated, trained, and optimized in their position. So it's very easy. All we do is we need to change their mindset. We need to tell them that they're here to actually fix, heal, and make people into the scenario of caring again. So Wendy, we've got to go on. But I want to tell you, your question that you asked me is, what will I do? 1, change the attitude. 2, employ professionals, pay them the money that will make sure we get the top level people back into our hospitals, take the billions of rands. Sorry?
Nurses need to be retrained.
Sure. Take the billions of rands that people are stealing and looting and refurb our private hospital on the one hand needs to be equal to the government hospital service so that there is no difference of service between the two. And if we can get...
hospital here is better than Santon Clinic.
No, sure. So what I'm saying, Wendy, what I'm saying is, if we change the attitude, we invest more money into our existing public hospitals, employ the people, pay them right, we will be able within that first 100 days to rebuild, revamp, restructure, and put the medical experts in hospitals that understand the industry. And that's my answer.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that because it's a priority in the country.
It is. And being a person that spent 5 months in hospital last year with cancer, I am fully aware what nurses go through. And I just want to quickly tip a hat, Wendy, to every health professional, every nurse, every doctor that actually still cares and does their work.
It's not the fact that they get up to do their work, it's how they do it.
Sure. It's an attitude, Wendy. It's an attitude.
And
God bless you.
It comes from here.
Yes. Look after yourself, and we love you, Wendy.
I will.
And I look forward to have a cup of tea in wherever you are in the UK.
Hopefully when you come over.
And you're a star. You're a legend in the UIM. Thanks, Wendy.
Oh, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
There we've got Wendy, one of our great supporters, one of the people that really love us. I'm going to take one more from here. And then we're going to shut down taking more here. But Vars, Vessel is jy daar? And I want to take, if there's any more on TikTok, one more person on Facebook. And then we're going to stop. Wessel, hoe gaan dit?
Goed en jy?
Nee, ek is great om jou te sien, Wessel. En dankie dat jy hier is.
Ek wil net so baie dankie vir die geleentheid.
Great.
En al wat ek wil sê regtig is, wow, baie goeie werk.
Dankie.
Dissipline, godsdiens, al daai dinge. Mense soos jy, sure, ek is nie vir die ou garde en so voort nie, maar baie jonger in daai opsigte, maar sure, ek kyk op na jou toe. Ek sê vir jou baie dankie vir wat jy vir ons doen en
dankie, Wessel.
What 'n awesome mens.
Dankie.
Ek wens ek kan elke liewe mens wat ek kan sien voor my kry om jou te volg.
Dankie.
Well done.
Dankie,
Baie
Wessel.
goeie werk en sure.
Dankie. Waar bly jy?
Dis al wat ek vir jou sê.
Waar is jy?
Ek is van Johannesburg af.
Nou as ek daar bo is oor 2-3 weke, asseblief, waar ook al ek is, kom sê hallo man. Asseblief.
Ek sal so maak. Ek sê vir jou, haal my hoed vir jou af.
Dankie, Wessel.
Asseblief, onthou, daai klein tyd, huis toe hardloop as die straatligte aankom.
Absoluut.
Godsdiens, dissipline, daai dinge.
Dankie.
Sure, jy is 'n awesome leier. Baie dankie.
Here seën Wessel.
Dankie.
Cheers, broer. Bye. Bye. Ja, Wessel. That's Wessel. You know, Wessel. Laat 'n mens warm raak hier binne, man. Dis waaroor dit gaan. Guys, that's about it. I'm going to take one more. I promised one more on Facebook. And we're going to go, this is important. One more person, and it happens to be Stephen Spencer, one of our solid rocks and a brother of mine in the UIM. That will be the last one we're taking. Stephen, are you there? You're getting younger. You're getting younger. How are you, Stevie?
I'm good.
I'm blessed that you're the last person that I can talk to on tonight's session. And what a session. Just great people coming in, supporting the UIM. So, how are you, my friend?
I'm good. But I want to challenge the 358 or whatever people are on this group right now.
Right.
On this live.
Yes.
46.
Yes.
To donate. We need donations so that we can travel you and the team around.
Sure.
And that we can get the word out there. And then I also want to just remind people that we have opened a branding store with all our branded stuff, and we need to support that.
Absolutely.
Yes, I know you've got all the packets.
It goes with a job.
Yes.
But you're right, Stephen. We should start hanging our colors on our posts and our flags and carry it with pride. The UIM, we really deserve more support because we alone out there and we really, really need you. And I agree. We need to donate. We need to ask. We need to get support. We are political parties, Stephen. We funded this long enough. We need help for travel. We need help. So, yes, I agree. We need support.
So if we can just get our friends that are on this group and people can just talk to each other and understand that what we're trying to do is to change a country for the better.
Yes.
We are not politicians. We are people with love.
Yes.
And people in truth, and we respect everybody,
yes,
all races, and we want to bring people together.
Absolutely.
It takes money and hard work to do that.
Sure.
And I just want to say that I'm a part of the head office, and it's awesome. We have a wonderful head office group, and we have amazing people in the UIM.
Absolutely.
And some of the people that are out there.
And what we'll do is, if the guys on TikTok, if you want to get to us, get to the UIM, there's UIM official, there's De Beer official, look for us at UIM on Facebook, our page, the official UIM pages, and on the guys on YouTube. Spread this word, subscribe, get it out, because every Wednesday, The Truth with Neil, every week with Fatima on a Monday, our vice president, and we interact and we're building up to something where we need to change a country, and we can do it. We can do this. Together we will.
Possible. 100%.
Thanks, Stevie.
So take care.
Thanks, boss.
Brother, take care.
Look after yourself. God bless you and love you. Cheers, my man. that, well, Steve Spencer, one of our guys, one of our head office people, one of our people that has walked the walk with me through thick and thin. And Stevie, you're right. We need to get the brand out there. We've got a good brand. So go to our Facebook site, go to TikTok. I'm landing my plane. Thank you to Sylvia, Jaguar, Reg, everybody, Philip, Jonathan, on our people here, Kim Simmons, Isabel Roche, to our people out here, Nazim Akbar, we there, Shukran Hazelneff, Cornelius, you the best. Murray Fillion, thank you. The biscuit in the house. Awareness. I love it. Layman's, love you, bro. Thanks very much, Margie Swartz, call out to you. Yeah. Running in the presidential campaign next year is going to be for you. I am in that absolute thing that we're going to do, and we'll do it for you. Because everything we do in the name of our God, our Creator, and we do it for South Africans. So, guys, there we are. Love you a lot. Everybody of you may, we just started a poll. Someone has, do you support the death penalty? Okay, there you are. There's the poll. Take the poll if you want to take it. And it started. So someone started it, and we'll see at the end of the day. It's up to you. Let's see what you say, and we get to the future. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you for being in my home. Thank you for me being with you. Baie dankie, waardeer julle. Siyabulela. Shukran. Namaste. Salam to everybody. And thank you for being with me. Die Here gaan julle seën. And remember, South Africa first, but God number one. That's about it. We need to bring our country back together and unify. So see you next week, Wednesday, for Kilek, double, and hand on heart to MTS Suleiman of Gift of the Givers. And then a special shout out to our main man that joined us tonight, Springbok rugby player, legend, Tox van der Linde. I'll say Tox. There we go. What a surprise. How's it from Tox and the guys? And another guy that's with us a lot, supporting us in the sense of sharing my videos and everything, is another absolute great man, Kobus Visa. So Kobus on Twitter, Kobus of Visenhof, legend. Look at these guys. They fought on the rugby field for us, and now they're fighting in the communities for us. Up to you. Cheers, guys. Love you. Sien julle volgende Woensdag. Long week tomorrow. Council. Your word of truth for the people, about the people, now for them. Lief julle. Baie lekker bly. Bye-bye TikTok. Keep going. We'll make a TikTok tomorrow that will actually tell you some other stuff that's important. Stick with me. Spread this. Or pick that yourself from your favorite stylish politician. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye. And that's TikTok gone. Facebook, love you. Baie goeders hier van liefde en harte van my af. Dankie dat julle altyd aan my kom luister. Kort tydjie saam met julle maak my elke dag, elke week. Thank you for who you are. Stay blessed. Stay South African. Stay number one. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye. That's our people of Facebook going, saying to them bye-bye. And then to our people on YouTube. Thank you very much for listening to me, Enrique. I'll look at a full program now, please, and look after yourself. To everybody on YouTube that always joins me. Thank you for coming into Straight Talk with Neil, and we'll see you next week, Wednesday. Share, like, subscribe. Let's get our viewership. Let's go. Cheers, guys. God bless.